We are a city on the precipice of extraordinary change and progress. We are a city that is collectively united around the change that has been prevented for generations and generations. We are a city that is going to make that change. We are a city that is hopefully an example for the rest of the world to follow. I want to thank George Floyd's family. Can't imagine the grief that they have been going through over these last 11 months and continue to go through right now. A daughter who's lost a father, family who's lost a son and uncle. That pain will forever be there, and it is a family that will forever be rendered incomplete regardless of the verdict that just came forward. This is a good day in Minneapolis. It is a good day in Minnesota, but let me be exceedingly clear. This is day one. This is day one. We've gone through 400 years of injustice, intentional discrimination, Jim Crow restrictive covenants that run with the land, and all forms of anti-blackness and structural racism that has impeded our black community. Now is the time for that change. Generation after generation, this measure of basic justice through our judicial system has been denied to our black community. That there will, in fact, be black residents in our city, in our state, in our nation, that are stunned, in fact, suspended in disbelief that the jury actually delivered this moment. Well, that reality, in and of itself, speaks volume for where we are. The trauma our city has faced, the trauma our nation has faced. The pain over this last year, for some we've seen drop by drop, a slow, steady, and unrelenting uncertainty. And for so many, it's been incalculable loss and solitude. For our black neighbors in particular. I know that the effects have been, in so many ways, torrential. The floodgates of 400 years' worth of injustice hitting an entire community like a tidal wave. There's no playbook for navigating these difficult times. No personal discipline or good intention that will somehow blunt this impact. Justice has been rendered in this case, but we still have a long way to go to achieve true justice in our city and in our country. No matter your path to this moment in time, one thing is certain, and that is no resident in our city has been immune from the grip of grief over these last 11 months. I mentioned a minute ago that we've been defined as a city on the edge. But it is that precipice of change that we aim to define ourselves by going into the future. We're building a new and inclusive community as we speak. We're piloting new ways of policing. We're working towards alternative responses to safety beyond policing. And of course, we're working alongside our Chief Arredondo. We are a city that is capable of extraordinary progress. And what makes our democracy work, and what will make our community stronger, and what will ultimately inform our ability to honor George Floyd's life in both word and deed, will be our collective willingness to have that active participation in shaping our future. To make sure that the precision of our actions match the precision of the harm that was initially inflicted. Now is our time in this city. Yes, there will be challenges, and I know we will meet them together with a shared sense of purpose, an abiding commitment to racial justice, and an unmatched love for the city of Minneapolis. I want to take just a brief moment to, yes, again, thank the family of George Floyd. I want to thank the jurors, the witnesses, many of whom were city employees. I want to thank every single staff member that has worked so tirelessly for the city of Minneapolis over these last 11 months. It's a difficult state to be operating in some form of crisis for that period of time, and they have done it. They have risen to that challenge. I want to thank our community. Our community has stepped forward to hold us accountable. Our community has charged us with rising to see the magnitude of this moment. And I'm hopeful that we will indeed meet that moment together.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.